Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to the podcast, and thanks to our sponsor, SS96. Still rocking with us in 2022, and it's so amazing. We appreciate you. SS96 is putting out new merch and still has some of your favorites. Get your Executive Productions t-shirts, Swish Masters t-shirts, as well as Farm Raised Entertainment t-shirts. Don't forget to check out Straight Stoners music, as well as my own release under Executive Productions. It's available on all streaming platforms, and new music is in the works, so stay tuned. Go to ss96.net and use the promo code SWISHMASTERS to get discounted merch today. Thank you all again. We're grateful.
And one of the major news stories that we covered before we left was the status of Zion Williamson. So if you've been following the podcast, you know that we have love for Zion. Former number one overall pick, slated to change this entire city of New Orleans, right? But the thing is, this man has not been playing. He has missed more games than he's played. And let me remind you, he is just what? He's young. He's young. That's all I know. He should not be missing this many games. So recent news is he is away from the team. He and the team have mutually agreed for him to train in the offsite away from the team. They didn't say what the location was, but thanks to Will Wojbaum, and for y'all that love basketball, he's a dude that has all the inside information. He let us know that he's going to be training in Portland, Oregon. That's a far away place from New Orleans, y'all. So he's totally away from the team. So it has us thinking. It has me thinking. Is this another Greg Oden situation? As you all know, basketball fans, Greg Oden was another former number one overall pick, slated to change the franchise, but he got hurt. Injuries happen, and unfortunately, he's been labeled a bust. But we have our own opinion about the bust title. I don't think it's a bust if it's an injury, but you know. So you got two examples of like injury that can be good or bad. The bad one is Greg Oden. The good one is Joel Embiid. In the early part of his career, he missed a lot, but now he's like one of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
So as the Pelicans, you got a decision, and this is our first question for today. If you're the Pelicans, what do? You keep Zion, give him that extension, or are you gonna try to trade him? And what's your overall reaction to Zion too, along with that question?
New Orleans, you fumbled it. You blew it. He not only is Zion not with the team, not playing, he's not even in the city. He's not even at the facility. He's not with his own teammates or the other coaching staff, medical staff, executives. He's literally on another coast. Yeah, Zion is not going to be in a New Orleans Pelicans uniform next year.
So that means the GM, you're trading him, or what?
At this point, his motives are clear that he doesn't want to be with the team, and already in a long rebuild stage ever since Anthony Davis was traded. I think that as an organization, as a GM, the best move for them and Zion is to just go ahead and trade him, because you're going to lose him regardless. I don't think that this is reconcilable at any level. I don't see somehow they change up things next year and make Zion want to re-sign or sign an extension, because you got Brandon Ingram. But that's outside of Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. You don't have a lot of talent. You don't have a lot of pool in the city right now in New Orleans. And I don't know what their rank is right now, but it's not good. They're going back to the lottery. That Zion is is obviously rehabbing, and we hadn't had the chance to see him play a full season yet. But coming out as the number one pick and seeing him in Duke and seeing the time he did play, he's a superstar. And if he is able to rehab and come back 100%, he's gonna be a superstar in the league still. But I think the best move for New Orleans right now is to go ahead and look to piece him or get a good package deal for him, because there's no way in my opinion, there's no way that he's gonna be in New Orleans next year. I just don't see it happening.
Man, it's tough. And based on what you said about New Orleans, yeah, it's like they going way, way back. You know, this is a guy that you slated to change the franchise, you know. And right now the Pelicans are currently 14-25, 13th place in the West. In the league-wise, the good thing is if they're tanking, they're doing pretty good. They're slated to have the fifth pick right now if they want to. But they have the odds, you know, it's different, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure this is not where they imagine they would be right now. So for me, it's like you're not even getting that team chemistry. You know, you can't even like play Xbox or 2K with them. You're away from the team. It's like, it's tough. And, you know, you passed up on, I mean, you got the first overall pick, so you pick up the whole litter. I'm sure they wish they had John Morant because he's balling right now. So, New Orleans, you got a problem, man. I don't know. Fans of New Orleans, let us know how you feel, because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. But this is the fear, though, as the Pelicans. What if this is like all the plan, he leaves, goes to a place like New York, because we've been hearing things about New York for a minute.
Yeah.
Even before the draft. Yeah, even before the draft. Like how much he loved New York. So say he goes to a franchise like New York, and then he up and balls out. He's like injury free. He's back to what he needs to do, and he just dominates the league. That'll be an issue. So it's like, if that does happen, I feel like that'll be a major consequence for the players, and it'll affect the CBA, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the CBA, y'all, is a collective bargaining agreement. It's the agreement between the owners and players. So I feel like it'll just change some things on that as well. So I don't know, but how do you have this situation like twice in a row? How?
Like you said, it's an organizational impact at this point. You have had potentially two generational talents to either leave or have a foot out of the door. And we all saw what happened when Anthony Davis got traded to the Lakers. The next season, what happened? Championship. And now you're having the same issue. Zion, and to be fair, Zion is a special case because of his physique. And we all have, discussed his conditioning. It's been something of a mystery to solve with him. But it's still, if like you said, Q, if he were to leave and then have a dominant season, no injuries, it's going to make the organization look even worse. Not only can you not retain superstar players, but now you're looking at each level of the organization, from players, coaches, medical staff, training staff, and executives, and it's going to look like you don't really have a good, solid structure. I think, was that you that said like they should just move the team somewhere else?
I was about to say it again after you were done. Move the franchise. Go back to Seattle. Dude, Seattle deserves. Man, y'all just oof. Even back to the days of like when the Hornets were there. It's like it's still bad. It's so bad, man.
I mean, I would love to see the return of the Seattle Supersonics. I think that was a cool franchise, but I'm not advocating for New Orleans to lose their team anyway.
I am. Yeah, this is how y'all gonna treat the fans. Move. Yeah, we don't deserve this, man. We're better off with another franchise somewhere else. The fans will follow them to Seattle. Yeah. Man, this is terrible. New everything. New owner, new management, new everybody. This is not working.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long drought in New Orleans.
This man, all right, listen. This man has missed, as of today, 98 games, and he's only played 85. This man has missed way more games than he's played, and he's 21.
I thought he was like 23, but
no, he's 21.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I forget how young these guys are too. That is
They're young when they get in the league. So
that is he's missed 98 games. Wow.
Okay.
Zion. I mean, you say he's in Portland. If something was going on in Portland, that would be interesting. Zion and Dame.
This is what David Griffin said of it. He said, "We also agree that in order to put Zion in the best position to succeed, he will rehab away from the team at this time so he can focus on the task at hand." And Zion says something similar. He said, "As you can imagine, this has been a very difficult process for me. I know there's work to be done in my recovery before I can safely return to the court, but I will continue to put in the time necessary so I can get back on the floor with my team and represent Pelicans fans in the city of New Orleans at the highest level." And as I was just reading that, I just realized if Kawhi comes back before this, man, I'm going to be upset.